I'm Pippa Kelly, a dementia campaigner and author who lives in London. My latest blog in these strange, frightening COVID-19 times is about Suzy, a wonderful woman I've got to know through my dementia work. Suzy's mum, who has dementia, and her dad live with Suzy and her husband and 2 young daughters on the Welsh-English borders. I don't know what others of you in different parts of the world are doing to show your support for your frontline health and social care workers, but every Thursday evening here in the UK we stand on our doorsteps and clap for them. It's become quite a thing. And last week one of Suzy's tweets caught my eye. She said, "At 8 o'clock, my new care shift helping mum to bed will have just finished. I will definitely be joining in clap for our carers, but also thinking about family carers who are having to cope often alone and with no support, personal protective equipment or training." And then she used the hashtag, "We are in this together." That hashtag says it all really for me. In very difficult, challenging times, we are in this together, not just here in the UK, but all over the globe. And those with dementia of various sorts and their families and carers are even more affected than most. In a way, the isolation, the confusion, fear, lack of normal communication methods and contact is something they live with day in, day out. I didn't care for my mum, who lived with dementia for the last decade of her life, in the same sort of 24/7 way that many of you do, but even so, caring at a distance, me with my family in London and mum and dad was also very ill and bedridden, though he didn't have dementia, about an hour away by car, that took its toll on me. And looking back now, some years after they've both died, I see that at the time I was going through a maelstrom of emotions, difficult, often conflicting emotions. There was grief, including that very poignant, never-ending grief of the dementia carer. There was frustration. I couldn't do anything about it. We can't, can we, to help them? Sadness, guilt, confusion. And I was able to step away at the end of the day, exhausted as I might be, and return to my home. For so many of you who are caring at home, looking after loved ones with dementia, watching the person you knew changing, slipping slowly and painfully away from you, I can only imagine how hard it is, day to day, every day, even without this terrible pandemic. In recent months, my friend Suzy's mum's health has deteriorated to such an extent that the family have brought in domiciliary carers to help. But now that her mum is vulnerable and at high risk of the coronavirus, Suzy has stepped in to take over from some of the carers. She told me, "I can't protect mum any more than that. Perhaps it's her time. Coronavirus has brought lots of things to the surface, emotionally and physically. Day to day, I haven't got time to think, but I'm watching mum grow down, just as you watch a child grow up. I sometimes look at mum and think, we've lost you a little bit more today." They may have done. But as I said to Suzy, she and her family and all you carers out there are providing the most important thing in life: selfless, unconditional love. Don't forget that. And don't forget that you're not alone. To quote my lovely friend, we're all in this together.